Hello students, my name is Harappan. Today we are going to study about Indus Valley Civilization, which is very important topic in our ancient history. इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन को हम हिंदी में सिंधु घाटी की सभ्यता भी कहते हैं. This civilization is one of the four earliest civilization in the world, and this civilization is also known as Harappan civilization because the first city, the first excavated city was Harappa in 1921 by Dayaram Sahni. Okay, here the four earliest civilizations in the world began around river valleys between 3500 BC and 2000 BC. Here, these civilizations developed parallel to each other in different parts of the world. But one common feature among them was each and every civilization was developed on the bank of some of the other rivers, right? So these civilizations are Mesopotamian civilization, which is established around 3500 BC, and it is developed on the bank of two important rivers, that is Tigris and Euphrates river. Okay, then Egyptian civilization, okay, which is developed around 3100 BC, and it is developed on the bank of Nile river. Okay, then Chinese civilization, it is developed around 2100 BC, and it is located on the bank of Hoang-ho river. Okay, and Indus Valley civilization, it is developed around 2600 BC and located on the bank of Indus river, and this Indus river is referred as Sindhu in the Vedic literature. Okay, now among them the Indus Valley civilization was one of the most advanced, with well planned cities, brick houses, proper drainage system and active trades. मतलब इन सारे सभ्यताओं में सबसे ज्यादा एडवांस इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन था, जिसमें कि वेल प्लान्ड सिटीज थे, प्रॉपर ड्रेनेज सिस्टम था, ब्रिक्स हाउसेस थे एंड एक्टिव ट्रेड्स हुआ करते थे, राइट. सो इन इन चारों सभ्यताएं में कॉमन क्या था कि ये चारों सभ्यताएं किसी न किसी नदी के पास थी. ओके, नाउ अब हम इन चारों सभ्यताओं के बारे में थोड़ा थोड़ा कुछ समझेंगे. ओके, नाउ लेट्स बिगिन विथ मेसोपोटामियन सिविलाइजेशन. ओके, ये सिविलाइजेशन भी थर्ड और फोर्थ मिलेनियम बीसी के आसपास एस्टेब्लिश हुआ था, एंड दिस इज लोकेटेड इन इराक, ईरान, ईस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ सीरिया, कुवैत एंड साउथ ईस्टर्न टर्की, एंड it is developed on the bank of two important rivers, that is Tigris river and Euphrates river, and it is believed that Sumerian and Akkadians dominate the Mesopotamia region. Sumerian was first to develop the spoken language in the world. Okay, they were first to develop religion, they were first to develop coin. Okay, and it is believed that they also developed different sports. What kind of sports they develop? They developed Mezore, that is rugby, and polo. Okay, nowadays people used to sit on the horse and play polo, but उस टाइम पे क्या होता था, men sat on other men's shoulder and play polo. Okay, now it is also believed that in Mesopotamia region there is a place called Elam. What is Elam? जो कि बगदाद और इराक के पास था. Okay, a beautiful sculpture has been found made up of limestone. Okay, this sculpture is Gunol Linus statue, जो कि हम इस पिक्चर में देख सकते हैं. Okay, in this statue the half body is of a man and other half body is of a lion. So ये जो पिक्चर में हम देख रहे हैं इसमें हाफ बॉडी मैन का है एंड हाफ जो है वो लायन का है. ओके. So this is like this beautiful sculpture has been found in the region of Mesopotamia, particularly in Elam, which is near of the Baghdad and Iran. Right now, moving forward to the Chinese civilization. Chinese civilization was found near Huangho River and Yellow River. Sorry, Huangho River or Yellow River. Okay, the most region of China were are covered by lowest, that is most fertile soil. Actually, the soil near Huangho River or Yellow River is quite fertile, right? And which is referred as lowest, which means that very fertile, right? So here the finest quality bronze was discovered in Huangho River Valley. Also, luxury goods has been found in Huangho River Valley. We suggest that the elite class of people or rich people used to live in the Chinese civilization, right? Now, moving toward Egyptian civilization. अब Egyptian civilization भी किसी न किसी नदी के पास होगा, and that river is Nile River. We know that Nile River is the longest river in the world, and Amazon River is the largest river in the world. Now, if we talk about some fact that 70 to 80% of North Africa is desert, and the largest desert in the world is Sahara Desert, right? So Egyptian civilization is the extension of the Sahara Desert, okay? And one can find another desert named as Nubian Desert, okay? Which is found around Egypt, okay? So Nile River is very important, like it referred as the lifeline of Egypt, okay? Now, whenever a river passing through a desert area, it gets broken up into a small water pockets, and this water pocket is known as oasis, right? जब भी कोई नदी किसी डिजर्ट एरिया में से बहते हुए जाता है तो वहां उसके आसपास कुछ कुछ वाटर पॉकेट्स बन जाते हैं छोटे छोटे, एंड उस वाटर पॉकेट्स को हम ओएसिस कहते हैं. एंड द सॉइल नियर द ओएसिस इज वेरी फर्टाइल. सो the people of Egypt used to cultivate cotton, date palm, which is very important in that period of time. Okay, and the people of Egypt practice the elaborate burial practices that can be shown in pyramids. Okay, now अब हम लोग वर्ल्ड मैप में ये चारों सभ्यताओं को लोकेट कर सकते हैं. लाइक मेसोपोटामियन कैन बी लोकेटेड हियर, एंड इजिप्शियन civilization can be located here, and Indus Valley civilization can be located here in the Indian subcontinent, right? And Chinese civilization is located here. Now, अब हम लोग बात करेंगे Indus Valley civilization का. Here we will see the extension of civilization and basic typology of Indus Valley civilization. Okay. Now we will talk about the general characteristic feature of this civilization, and we will see great granary which found in Harappa, right? And we will see the great bath जो कि हमें मोहनजोदारो साइट पे मिला था. Now we will see the extension of the Indus Valley civilization. If someone has look the aerial view of the Indus Valley civilization, it will look like either quadrilateral or triangular in shape. Okay. Now, northernmost site of the Indus Valley civilization is Manda, okay, which is located in Jammu and Kashmir, right? And the southernmost site of the Indus Valley civilization is Daimabad, which is located in Maharashtra. Where? Maharashtra, which is which is developed on the bank of river Godavari. And the tributaries of Godavari river. Okay. Now, the easternmost site of the Indus Valley civilization is Alamgirpur, which is located in western UP on the bank of Hindon River, right? Or the tributaries of Yamuna River. And the westernmost site of the Indus Valley civilization is Sutka Gandor, okay, which is located in Pakistan and Iran border. Okay, now here the Indus Valley civilization cover roughly around 8.5 lakh square किलोमीटर of the Indian subcontinent. Okay, जो कि बहुत ही बड़ा एरिया कवर किया था. Now we will move to the basic structure of the cities. Okay, अब क्या है कि जो कि इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन में जितने भी सिटीज थे बेसिकली वो इन जनरल टर्म में वो दो पार्ट में डिवाइड थे. सो हियर यू कैन सी दैट this basic structure of cities are divided into two parts. One is lower citadel and there is a upper citadel. What is citadel? Citadel is basically a rise platform, or we can say that it is a wall like fortification. Suppose ये एक lower section of the city है and there is a wall, raised wall, and there is a another portion of the city. Okay, so common people used to live in the lower citadel, right? And the elite class people used to live in the upper citadel. Okay, who is elite class people? Who looks after the administration, who is rich, who used to live in the upper citadel. Okay, now you can see the defensive ditch. Here you can see the defensive ditch, right? What is the purpose of defensive ditch? The defensive ditch is used to protect the region from getting flooded, right? And one more thing, the upper citadel is divided into two parts, western sector and eastern sector, right? In western sector, there is a working area, okay? Working area. And eastern sector is residential area, okay? In which elite class people used to live, okay? Now, suppose this is a defensive ditch and this is a lower citadel, or we can say lower part of the city, right? Now there is a slope and this slope is called citadel, right? And there is a upper part of the city, okay, which is called as upper citadel. Okay, what happened here is when there is a excess water in the river or there is a excess flood in the river, मान लो अगर रिवर में बहुत ज्यादा पानी हो जाए एंड फ्लड आ जाए एंड एक्सेस वाटर ट्राइज टू एंटर इन द सिटी. सो अब होगा क्या, जब भी पानी आएगा, एक्सेस फ्लड आएगा, तो it will deposit into the defensive ditch, right? And it will protect the city from getting flooded. Okay, now citadel का भी same purpose है, right? What will citadel do? It will protect the upper citadel from getting flooded. In any case, अगर ऐसा हो कि लोअर सिटाडेल में यहाँ पे भी पानी आ जाए, so what will happen? This citadel will protect the upper citadel from getting flooded. Okay, now I repeat, general structure में the cities are divided into two parts, lower citadel and upper citadel. Okay, and there is a defensive ditch. Now कुछ exceptions है I'll give you some examples like in in the city of Dholavira, which is located in Khadir in Gujarat, right? Which is divided into three parts like upper town, middle town and lower town. एक और एग्जांपल है वो भी गुजरात में है दैट इज लोथल. Okay, that city is divided into six parts. So these are the exceptions, but in general case, all the cities are divided into two parts: lower citadel, upper citadel, and there is a defensive ridge. Okay, now the basic town planning. Here you can see there is a main road which is roughly around 13.34 feet wide, and there is a side lane, and it is also called LS, and in Hindi we can say galiyan. Okay, and this side lane cuts the main road at 90 degree, which is right angle, and these side lanes are 9 to 11 feet wide. Okay, now you can see there are lampposts similar to the street light. So from this we can infer that there might be trading going through this road. Okay, now you can see there is a main hole. So what is the purpose of main hole? So main hole is used for the drainage system. Okay, and it is covered by the wooden and stone slabs. So from this we can infer that the people in that time are used to be very hygiene. Okay, now you can see the public well and the well between two houses. Now if we talk about the lower citadel, there is a well between two houses, and if we talk about the upper citadel, the well is situated inside the house between the courtyard of the house. Okay, now one more thing, the entry gate of the houses is toward the well, not toward the lane. Okay, so now we talked about the basic typology of Indus Valley civilization, where I repeat the basic structure of the cities and the basic town planning. Okay, now great granary, which is very important concept. Okay, what is granary? Granary is basically a godown which is used to store food grains, which is used to store and pack food grains. Okay, now as you can see, the basic structure of the great granary, which is divided into 3 to 4 parts, right? So here you can see there is a agricultural field in which the food grains crops are produced. Okay, and there is a threshing floor in which the food grains are separated from sheaf, or food grains are separated from crop. Okay, and these food grains are packed and stored in the granary, which is the godown. Okay, now what is barrack? Now workers and laborers who worked on the agriculture field, the workers or laborers who worked in threshing floor and in granary, where do they live? Hmm? So they used to stay in the barracks. Okay, so basic purpose of the barrack is to house the laborers. Okay, here this great granary is 15.23 meter wide and 45.7 meter long. Now, great granary was found in the site of Harappa. Here, as you can see in the picture, 2 rows of 6 granaries were found at the site of Harappa, right? So, it is very important find. Okay, now the major sites of Indus Valley civilization and their related rivers. As you can see here, these are the major sites and these are their related rivers. Okay, now in the next video we will study about the Great Bath, which is found in the Mohenjo-daro. Okay, and we will study about the major sites of the Indus Valley civilization. Okay, so thank you guys.